all decked out, potentially with all kinds of big old weapons and armor and all that shit.
Want to be all paladins and squires, or
Yeah,
worse, one paladin
yeah,
and the rest of you as squires fighting over his suit when he dies.
titles and ranks and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
You say you say that like it's a bad thing.
I don't know. They're pretty badass. I mean, it almost makes things like too easy, I would think. But
Well, it's only too easy until you run out of ammo and power packs.
well,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. When you're stuck in the suit and run out of power, that really sucks. Yeah. It's like crap.
There was a reason why in Fallout 4 you had multiple locations where you had multiple suits just standing there out in the open.
Yeah. I can't wait to get some red roach meat to cook up.
I'm getting my own iguana on a stick.
Iguana
Oh,
on a
yeah.
stick. I ain't seeing no iguanas out there.
Yeah, rad roach meat and rad rat steaks and
Don't forget the rad scorpions.
yeah. Mutant cave fungus and mongrel dog meat. That's
See,
really good stuff there.
See, Kelly, we joke about in Fallout you have rad roaches, which are giant cockroaches.
Yeah.
But the iguana on a stick is a long-lasting joke in Fallout because anywhere you go, there's a group of vendors that sell iguana on a stick.
Yeah.
And how
All
many
rat
times
meat.
have you seen iguanas in the United States?
It
There
tastes
is-
suspiciously like
It's
pork.
green chicken, right?
There is, in fact, a quest line to find out that the cheaper version of iguana on a stick is people.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Soylent
there's-
Green is people.
Yeah, well, I was just looking. There's mystery bacon. Mystery bacon appears as crispy strips of bacon and might just very well be made of human meat.
Smells like pork.
Thank you, Dr. Malice, for providing all the meat.
Yeah. So, I mean, this thing goes down to like cups, cutting boards. I mean, the gear, all the stuff you can find and the GM can throw out. It's crazy. Like all the little tchotchkes and garbage and crap. And
It's ridiculous.
but I don't know if the game plays where for crafting, where sometimes you have to use some of this weird random crap to be able to make crafting stuff.
Because it's all about the crafting skills.
Yeah.
And apparently the injured kitty is back in my arm.
Oh.
He has now taken over my left arm.
The boys
had
are
your lap.
expensive.
Yeah, at work today he decided he was camping out my lap and my right arm at work.
Oh, jeez.
You don't need both.
For some reason, he thinks when I'm using my rollerball mouse, I'm actually meaning to rub his face constantly.
Yeah, obviously that's what you're trying to do and failing because you're incompetent.
Right?
He just needs more practice.
Yes.
All right. But we were on the road in here, weren't
Yep,
we?
you
Weren't we,
had the
we were
sheriff
pretty
with
much
ya?
right there.
You had the sheriff with you to come on out for this
that's-
conversation.
That's right.
Sheriff's not quite sure why we're going to the 666, but he's willing to go along with you. The 666.
You didn't tell me that was the name of it.
Uh
That's just fucking funny.
oh. Surprise!
So you guys are heading out there. The sheriff's got his wagon to come along with you guys, because that way, in case he has to depart on official business, and he kind of pulls you guys aside and basically he just wants the skinny from Enoch of so. Again, explain it to me in case I didn't hear it right, Enoch. Mayor Enoch. He's still getting used to saying that name like that. What all abouts are we doing going to the 666?
That's a great question that I don't remember because it's been a while.
Are specifically, they're sabotaging one of the widow's lands.
That's right.
And running the cattle through, and sabotaging their fences. And we proved that the fences were deliberately vandalized to allow the cattle
They're
to
actually cut, not broken.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Were they responsible for the murder house that we went through?
You're not. You
Yes.
don't. You don't.
We
think
can't
we're
prove
suspecting.
it, but we
Yes.
think so.
Because they're also trying to hustle her off her land.
Exactly.
And we think it's because it probably the focal point of that land, and they're doing some other stuff. So.
And don't forget, she's got that great water.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is so great anymore.
So might be some water law going on here. Okay.
Wow. I think it's more the magical focus. I know you don't get all that, but
that don't make no sense. So
it's the water.
Never mind. These
yes.
cheat and rustling bastards, or well, I guess not rustlers,
but now they're taking cattle, so they're rustlers.
Speaking of cattle rustling, completely unrelated to anything, I was doing a land survey down south of Vale, and one of the farmers was saying that hunters are going through their land and just shooting cattle and leaving it there, and he's lost like 30 cows.
What the hell?
Like, hunters are shooting cows?
Shooting cows, like trespassing onto his land and shooting cows.
Like,
why? I mean, leaving them there?
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense to shoot the cow and on top of everything just leave it there.
Oh my god.
Other than just being a jackass.
Yeah, so it's that level of bullshittery that I'm bringing to this conversation.
Wow.
I mean, whatever happened to the good old days where you go up to the local property owner and say...
Is it coyotes trying to leave a message?
Oof.
Crazy.
It could be.
Very likely. Alright. So we're basically going out to have a talk, which probably will end up being possibly otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. So the sheriff looks at you, Mayor Enoch. So what about should I be expecting here?
And we're just gonna go in to have a little talk and find out what's going on. But you're here in case some of them want to get ugly about it.
And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a little cloth sack and says, "So are you thinking I might need to deputize your friends here?"
That seems like it would be a prudent idea.
And he proceeds to reach into his little sack and pulls out a bunch of tin stars and hands one to everybody, including Enoch.
Yeah, mayor's deputy.
Wow, giving them to an Indian and a Chinaman.
Right?
Remember, our Weird West is less racist assholey.
Right.
Okay.
Deputize anybody.
And the old sheriff, looks up at y'all and says, "Y'all gonna listen to what I say?"
Sure.
Uh-huh.
As long as you're doing right by us and by the widows, then yep.
And by the law.
And you're not going to be stupid and shoot anybody. And he looks right at a certain gunslinger in the group.
I don't see the pantsless wizard here.
I know he's.
As he's giving Katie the big look of not going to shoot anybody.
I don't shoot no one. It ain't deserving.
Ain't got a gun. Doesn't mean I won't stab somebody. We just mean to talk to them. And hopefully they'll stand down from their actions.
And
Just
go
remember,
ahead.
Sheriff. Hold it. Did we probably should take him to that homestead that was
He was with us, wasn't he?
No.
No.
Take
But we
him to
can-
that homestead first so he can see firsthand what we're dealing with.
Yeah, it's on the way anyway.
Yeah. It's like, after you see this homestead, then you come talk to me.
Ooh. Okay, so you take him back to the homestead, the super, super creepy place.
Yeah.
As he just, he goes in there and definitely makes some unkind gestures with his face when he comes out. After you see what he looks like, he's got a whole bunch of paleness in his blanchy face.
I'm gonna offer him a little bit of a swig from a flask I carry on me, since I know it seems like a good idea to bring. Because I remember the last time I was here, it was quite terrible.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. So he's getting some whiskey from a flask.
As he gladly takes some and takes a big hard swig, and you can see he can kind of after he takes his swig, he takes a little moment to just steady his nerves, and he just
Now
looks
tell
back
me
and
again.
goes, "That ain't right."
Yep. It was even worse when we first came upon it. You don't want the details.
As if you take him out there, he actually he gives you guys a nod, and it says it was right what you did burying him like that.
Of course.
So
Don't want to lose any more homesteads like this.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got to nip this in the bud.
so what's got you thinking that
I show him
It's-
the hammer. That
Show them the wire too, because they
This here-
repaired it with their knots.
this here is the fence that supposedly was came down by itself practically. No, it was sabotage, and they left a calling card unbeknownst to them. See, their initials.
and he looks mighty thoughtful out of it, and he's just like,
Not to mention, this here knot's not used by anyone else.
I'll be right
As-
back. 2 seconds.
As he totally seems in agreement at you, as he kind of is taking in what you're saying, and obviously it must be true the way he's nodding and agreeing with you. Of course.
We wouldn't steer you wrong.
We
And
cleaned
with
this
his-
town out from other demonic influences.
And,
I
and
don't
with
want to let another one lie there.
and with his three
And only a
advantages,
demon could have done that.
and only his with his three advantages, you have got no idea. He has no idea what y'all are talking about.
What? He doesn't remember the horde of undead?
No, honey, I'm talking about the evidence that you're providing him with the barbed wire
Oh.
and the knots and such. He's just like, uh-huh. because he doesn't. He's not a cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has no ranching knowledge.
What was the thing about the hammer?
The hammer we found on at the site of where the fence collapsed, and it had one of their initials on initials from the family
Right.
of ranchers.
That might be a little bit more clear to him.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, so between that and the tool, yeah. Well, that and yeah, we also had pliers too.
Yeah,
The
Barbed wire
fencing
pliers.
tools.
Did we find anything at the homestead to implicate them there?
not specifically them, but didn't the I don't remember.
At the homestead, there was circumstantial evidence, but
Yeah,
you
but that's
you-
why
you pretty much think the spirit possessed one family member and killed the others. So
exactly it was nasty, but we believe that they summoned it specifically to wreak havoc on this homestead to get them because they wouldn't sell.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll also say, like, with the circumstantial evidence that we found there, it's something that we are going to bring up to the family when we question them for it, and it might give them an opportunity to corroborate our story.
Yeah. Maybe the owners of the 666 don't have a clue that their ranch hands are doing this.
Yeah.
So he after we finish that flashback montage of all the evidence, he spits his chaw and says, "You are now all deputies for the rest of the day. At the end of the day, I
Yeah.
expect to get them stars back."
Not a problem.
And
Well,
you guys come driving up on the boundary line for the 666, and you see, the occasional sparse trees got 6, 6, and 6 carved into it. Of course, it's carved into it in a very interesting little artistic-y way, sort of like a 6, 6, 6, because that's how it works for a brand.
Oh,
Are you drawing it
gonna say.
somewhere? Because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that someone's drawing it.
You
Oh,
need to
it's over
zoom
on
out.
the
It's
side
over
of the
here.
map. Okay. So almost
so
like a
it's-
pinwheel.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it's 3 6s sort of based together, and it makes a pinwheel kind of.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone have any occult knowledge that might?
I have art. No.
That would be me.
I mean, like everyone but Enoch has at least some level of it.
Occult knowledge is such a niche thing. You don't really need it.
That be occult or arcana? Because I don't see
I got
occult.
3 yellow, 1 green.
It would be a
I'm gonna
cult.
roll.
I've got the pool ready if
It's
you want to roll it.
special knowledge or something. It's not on my list.
Damn!
Brian's like, yeah, it's a bad number. It's an unlucky number.
It's you white folks guy stuff.
It's true.
Then, I mean, I can. The only thing I can roll is an arcana.
I'll pass blues to whoever's gonna try this next.
Well, that's
Or-
3 advantage. You can pass an upgrade.
Or maybe
Oh, okay, I'll pass an upgrade.
Does anyone
Okay.
else have occult? Because all I've got is arcana.
Go ahead and roll your arcana.
Let me
Okay.
look here.
You basically know the superstitious, 666 is number of the beast, It's a bad juju number, but there's nothing. Yeah, I mean, people have gotten like the T13 ranch names. Anything you can bend a piece of iron to that somebody's, made a brand to it. But it could be that satanic-y stuff.
I was gonna say, what about divine?
I mean, you can roll if you want to, but I don't think you're going to beat 3 stars and 2 advantage.
3 stars to advance. Oh, I wasn't all the way down. Never mind. Sorry, I was looking at 3
The
advantage
Scots roll.
going. Yeah, I was looking at 3 advantage going. Okay, well we didn't do it still. Sorry. Never mind.
So, does Katie point out that that's a mighty satanic brand they use here on the old 666?
Indeed, I do.
Okay, so you guys cross over the boundary marker, and you guys are heading towards. You see a couple cows, you see a couple, donkeys, and a couple horses grouped up. And not long after you get there, you off to your right, as you guys are heading north, you totally see a speck of a cowpoke, and immediately the person shoots off 2 quick shots, which is obviously like a signal message of 2 shots. Not something obscure that you wouldn't know, that a lot of times folks will do that to signal.
Yeah.
And the rider starts riding towards you guys at a very quick pace. Sheriff totally looks over at Enoch and says, Mr. Mayor, I hope one of these cowpokes can help you out, and we don't need to get anything messy, but if so, I got old Bessie here, and he pats his scattergun. And his glass of tea he brought with him.
The guy that's riding towards us, he's not like aiming his gun at us. He's just coming to challenge us.
He's just riding at you quickly, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
And somebody wants to give me a perception-y check.
Perception-y?
Perception.
I'm real bad at it. You don't want me to do it.
Yeah, so am I. I'm 1 green for perception.
I'm better than you.
My perception, I have 2 ranks in perception.
There you go.
Can Brian beat that?
4 green,
There we go.
so I can help.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kelly,
Okay.
what's that going to do? If he's got 4 green, what do you got?
I got 2 yellow.
So it'll make
Okay.
her pool 2 yellow, 2 green.
Yep, so you need me to add 2 green to your pool.
Okay, add 2 green to my pool.
Okay, I got it in there.
On alert. Nice.
What? No.
So you take 1 point of strain, but apparently you got 2 success and a big damn triumph.
Ooh.
So what are you wanting for the big damn triumph?
I want to know where, if anybody, let's see here. I was thinking that if I, make sure, like, even if they have people like who have, hidden guns on us, I know where everybody is.
Well, the success is going to give you that.
Well, then, what suggestions, guys?
Is anyone?
Do you see any supernatural?
Yeah.
Basically, let me tell you what you see. As you guys are riding up, you're heading north. Off to your right, there was the pow-pow of the pistol, and the rider's riding towards you guys. He's like a good quarter mile away. You see him clearly. He sees you. With those successes, you notice in response to his pow-pow and he's riding, there's a dog barking off in the distance. And over to your left, Katie gestures because you see another cloud of a rider coming from a further back distance. That there's more of just a single cloud rider type of thing, just one person.
I'm not seeing anything on the map, so is it just us?
Sweetie, we're talking miles away, so it's not on the map.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you said, okay.
Close your eyes. You guys are riding across the plain. Sheriff's got a wagon with you. Off to your right, you see a rider coming quickly about a quarter of a mile away. He's riding right towards you guys. To your left, you see a rider further back, responding to the gunshots, riding in your general direction.
So another outrider.
Yep. And after a few moments, you guys riding forward, they kind of ride up and flank you guys. And the two riders don't threaten you. They don't do anything. They just give you that tip of the hat gesture. And they're basically flanking you as you're riding forward towards the ranch. Do you guys do anything while the riders come up and they're basically giving you an escort? Y'all say anything? You do anything? And then, Katie, what you going to do with your triumph?
That's what I was asking. Does anybody have any suggestions for the triumph in this instance?
Well,
I mean...
Well, since you're so perceptive, can you tell what their intent is? Like, are they just flanking us because it's the normal thing to do, or are they flanking us because, are their fingers getting itchy on their triggers type of thing?
Seem extra nervous.
Katie definitely notices that they are nervous when they see the sheriff and the fact that y'all are wearing badges.
Yeah. Because automatically they're going to be on edge. I mean, this is not normal behavior.
And they're definitely giving you more than social distance when they're riding along flanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're riding far enough away that they have overlapping fields of fire without shooting at each other.
How about their weapons? What type of weapons are they?
Both these cowboys have just revolvers on their right-hand hip, which they happen to be holding the reins of their horse with their left hand.
Mm-hmm.
No rifles?
No rifles.
Okay.
Well, presumably we know these people, like, just from in town, right?
Good question.
I mean,
well, that's why we asked.
Saloon owner. I'm sure they've been in.
So, Enoch.
I'm sure one or two of them even voted for me.
Enoch, go ahead and give me a vigilance check.
Okay. Could be recent hires,
Okay. You ready?
Yep. My God, you guys got all the story points, you're not using them. You definitely recognize these two riders who have just flanked you guys, and they nodded towards each other and then nodded towards you guys. You do recognize them as long-term working hands for the 666.
So then, we would know them because, just from the saloon, the fact that I'm a gunsmith, I'm sure
they're real loyal to their boss.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, with those two successes, you do remember that these two cowboys are real good at... They used to go to church every Sunday.
Which church? Not that demon church, is it?
That would be the only church in town.
Go ram it.
And are you guys saying anything to the cowboys?
I am. So part of the reason that I wanted to know if I knew who they were was because I wanted to just engage them in conversation to make them less nervous. Like just talk about them, about like if I know any of their family or any of their story. I'm just gonna try to get them talking so that they're more distracted by that than they are by worrying.
Okay, give me a coercion or a charm roll.
Okay.
Mayor Enoch, you charming bastard.
That's
Give him a
right.
big
That's what I do.
smile, like give him a big old smile. Hey boys, how's it going?
That's right.
I do the whatever their names are, like Jed, and like the head nod.
Bob and Stu.
Caleb, head nod.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
So
Wow.
you try to give them small talk, and they look kind of blasé at you. I mean, you definitely notice they've got little darkness under their eyes. You know, little haggard looking from lack of sleep, and they just kind of like give you just the barest of response.
You mean haunted eyes?
That dice pool, and that's all you got. Wow.
Yep.
Haunted or possessed?
And you do
Well,
have
that or
3
they're
advantage there.
haunted by what they saw.
Does he maybe notice whether they're acting out of sorts? Maybe.
I think that for the advantage, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna give bonus die to the next few people that work, because the point of this was to distract them, you know. So even if it's just them listening to me talk about them and not really interacting, I'm giving advantage to the next few people that roll die.
And as you guys are giving small talk and you keep powering on towards you can see the ranch on the horizon. It's a beautiful spread. There's like 2 big ranch houses, and then there's the working folks' house, then the 3 barns there. You see a couple horses in the corral being broken in, and another pair of riders come joining in. And you clearly see coming up ahead is a trio of riders.
This is in addition to the 2 that showed up, so we're gonna have a total of 7.
Yep.
All right.
Are any of them the family?
So
Owners?
conveniently, old Jebediah is the one right in the middle. He's got his little Winchester at the not pointed at you, but you know, in that crook of the arm fashion. As he comes, you know, riding up, and he kind of waves, gives you a friendly wave.
Well, you better
So
do
on
some
the
good
map,
rolling.
where's the sheriff?
You can only hope for some good chalky talk rolls. Better than this last one.
Yeah, but one hopes. Someone asked the question, well, what is the sheriff doing?
The sheriff basically seems to be fairly laid back and just spits his chaw and gives the tap of the hat to just ahead.
Yeah. For the same thing.
This is him totaling his wagon.
Jedediah or Jebediah?
Are we on their land yet?
You've been on their land for like an hour.
Okay, do we see any cattle?
Yeah, you've seen the occasional patch of cattle and, you know, a couple groups of horses.
Do we see any cattle that's like recently branded? Or has their brand?
All the cattle you've seen seems to have their brand. Doesn't look like anything's been recently branded.
Okay.
So yeah,
you've rustling so much right now as they're taking land from people.
Yeah.
Trying to
force them off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And since it sounds like y'all are just riding forward, they get a little closer, and Jebediah kind of puts his hand up and gestures towards these 2 guys, and then he gestures towards these 2 guys, and you see they kind of square their horses up. So that way they're facing in the middle in general and not like menacing either way. And Jebediah says, Sheriff, Mayor, rest of y'all, what you doing here on my property?
Is he yelling at us from that distance?
Well, you're not that far away. I mean, they're still coming forward, but they're just shouting out to you on horseback, being polite instead of giving you the cold shoulder.
Right.
His other 4 guys.
I think of just bringing up what we came here for. Like,
let's wait until we're closer first.
Sheriff totally does the whole Jebediah. Mayor Enoch here wants to have a word with you. Okay, as you guys keep getting closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we comfortable, polite talking distance.
Okay, so all the horses are making restless sounds because they're sitting still for all of his riders. And he comes up and he's like, Sheriff, Mayor, what can I do for you?
Well, we've heard that there's been a few issues on some of the outlying farms around here.
Oh.
We were wondering if you had any information on that, or if anything had happened to you.
Well, I think some folks got into some bad whiskey about a week or 2 ago. I mean, I heard all kinds of strange happenings happened in town, if that's what you're meaning. And he nonchalantly pulls out his little silver pocket watch and clicks it to see the time. And somebody give me a perception or vigilance.
Perception?
Yeah.
Will you still be, with the help of Brian, so are you...
So you wanting the 2 upgrade from Brian?
Mm-hmm. Plus I just put in an upgrade.
Okay, I got it in there. Go ahead and make your roll.
Wow.
Damn. So, as Enoch's about to get more into the explaining of the weirdness that's been happening, you and Brian both notice as he pulls out his little silver pocket watch, it's got some little etchings in it of some evil divine, bad divine symbols engraved on the silver watch, very artistically put in there. And there's, on pocket watches, how they have the little fob weight at the other end?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's for him, it's this little black and red crystal, looks like basically like a piece of coal if it could have red veins going through it, like clear crystal-like veins. And it seems that that's got some very sinister-looking carvings put into it.
Does it look old?
It looks very old.
I know that I've not seen this, but does it look like any of the writing that was in the homestead?
It does not.
Okay.
Like Sam's making a big old bubble.
Yeah, I'm gonna. While they're talking, I'm gonna casually reach out and use like divine sense.
Ooh, utility spell. So just 1 purple?
I think so. I don't have it up. I'm not sure if that's I don't even know if that was necessarily a specific spell on there. So I'm just trying to feel if I feel any kind of thing off or what in the divine sense things.
Okay, go ahead and do your roll, and let's see if the divine power's responsible today.
All right. Ready?
Yep. Damn, I was really hoping a bad roll instead of a perfect roll. So immediately you get when you do your breathing technique, your meditation to open yourself up to see the good and negative chi out there. You see that the gentleman here who's been identified as the owner of this ranch definitely is giving off some bad juju.
Like his whole self. Okay.
Like he himself. And the stone attached to his pocket watch is also giving off some bad juju.
Bad feeling.
I mean, you have beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's giving off some bad juju on that little ornate rock.
But that's glowing fairly bright.
Yeah, that's glowing very bright to your senses.
Now the question is he a willing follower or is he possessed? Thanks, no, never mind to Katie. She'd be happy to kill him either way. But
yeah. What about anybody else?
Interestingly enough, the two gentlemen he came with him from the big house, these two guys.
Sing it again?
Yeah, the other two.
I'm marking them with little yellow spots. You're sensing there's something off about them with your magical senses.
Okay.
Sort of like in the church, I wonder if it's they're have an illusionary that they're not human, they're
Well, that or they're entranced.
And now that you've done that, you kind of notice when you look around the property, with your supernatural senses turned on, that the property itself is giving off a hint of, for lack of better words, an aura of menace out here. Like, with your supernatural senses cooking, the trees look kind of creepier. The cows look kind of sicklier.
As creepy as the homestead?
Not as creepy. Definitely not as creepy.
I know I'm not seeing it, but is it like, you know how like if there's a glow, that the glow might be a little intenser in a specific direction? Or is it just pretty much constant, like is there one, like if you were supposed to scan the horizon of this property, like does one side or direction seem to have a more intense negative?
There's a little more potency when you look across the property over by, there's an old tree where you see a couple gravestones, and the aura of menace seems stronger over there, and a little cloud of the strongness is right around his feet right now, the Jebediah's.
So I kind of quietly to myself make a couple blessings in Chinese.
As you start to do that, Jebediah looks over Enoch and he says, "Is your China man friend doing something special there?"
I'm sure he's just hoping for good luck and finding and getting to the bottom of whatever we're looking for.
Well, with all that strangeness happening in town, with the weird lightning and strangeness. We all need a bit of luck right now. I mean, after what happened to the preacher just disappearing overnight. And he kind of rubs his chin and looks at Enoch when he says that to see if Enoch flinches or says anything. People have been mighty concerned without their spiritual shepherd.
Like, odd. I'm thinking people can breathe a little better in town.
Ooh, he gives you squinty eyes for that. And he kind of takes off his hat and wipes his forehead and puts his hat back on the horn of his saddle and says, "So, Mayor, what can I do you for?"
I just wanted to bend your ear for a little bit and see what your thoughts were on some of the things that we found going on around the outside homesteads.
I forget whose initials did we find? It's not his, but like what, his son's or something? It was his son's initials, right? I'm trying to remember.
It was his foreman's.
It was his foreman's?
Yeah.
Is his foreman there?
Nope. Conveniently not there here at the moment.
Is your foreman missing his tool?
I mean, do you say that? What do you say?
I'm tempted to, but his foreman isn't there, so it's like...
Yeah, but I mean, we got flyers.
Well, the benefit of pointing out his foreman is that it might make him think that we're only going after foreman. So it could be.
Well, I can do it if you want.
Yeah, I say do it because it will. It
sure.
might go deeper.
Can be missing any tools?
He just kind of.
And I say it with heavy inflection of, like,
He kind of gives you this little cross look and then looks back at Enoch and says, "Well, my boys lose things every now and then." And he looks at his guys and they kind of like laugh in the saddle. It's like, as long as they make it home by dinner, they can always retrieve their belongings later. But right now, we've pretty much circled the wagons and told everybody to stay on the property here at the 666. So I don't know what your friend over there is implying. And then he tips his hat and says, "Bless you." I think that was a sneeze.
I'm not sure I'd be interested in any blessing from you.
I forgot. Did you mention that you had those tools that were found? They were found on the widow's property.
She didn't mention that we found them on someone else's property.
To the sheriff, not to Jebediah.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You just alluded to the people losing stuff, and he seems to be, fairly not non-sure of what exactly you're talking about, but he just looks back over at Enoch and says, "So exactly what am I helping you out with there?"
Come on.
As Kelly's kidnapping the cat from the hallway.
Yeah.
He was outside her office door yowling.
Yeah. Hi, baby.
He's on the injured list.
Yeah. I gotcha.
As a stray cat comes by and Katie has to look at the kitty.
Yeah.
Kitty.
As is only logical, yes.
So yeah, I mean, I'll be like, hey, well, but these were found all the way, long ways from your grounds on somebody else's property.
So you whip out the plier, the fencing tools.
Sure.
And he looks over one of the cowboys next to you and gestures for them to bring it to him so he can look at it. And the cowboy comes over and this guy totally comes over, takes it, and brings it to his boss. And he's like, it's somebody's fencing tools. And he kind of eyeballs it and says, it's got Thomas's initials on it. It might be his. And Jebediah totally takes the tools, gives it an eyeball, and he's just like, so if that's the case, Mayor Enoch, I'd like to thank you for returning my foreman's property so we can give it back to him. And he gives this big politician-style smile. As everybody's being dead silent.
Steady on there. Yeah, some explaining to do as to why it was found in a sabotaged fence line. Exactly.
Near a homestead where everybody been killed.
Now remember, the tools were found at the widow's homestead.
The widow's, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Not the massacred homestead.
Oh, okay.
And he looks over one of the guys behind him. He says, "So didn't our foreman go over and help the widow out with some of our cattle that may have gone across?"
On good authority that you did not help. Well, maybe help yourself.
And the guy looks at Katie and kind of covers his face with his hat as he leans down towards the saddle, and you hear him kind of sheepishly say, "Well, sir, I believe some of our cows may have accidentally broke her fence line, and we proceeded to get our cows back across the property and fix her fence, because we're all about mending fences, right?" And like all of them start giggling and laughing like it's an inside joke of mending fences.
Now, when we were looking at the fence, didn't we find that it wasn't actually repaired? It was
sabotaged. There was no repair.
The fence was repaired.
Yes.
But it was clearly, you found snip marks on the barbed wire showing that someone cut it, not just a cow leaned against the fence and it broke.
Yes. So unless the cows have figured out a way to start snipping the fences, we have a feeling that this isn't quite adding up.
And of course, the sheriff takes the cue from the mayor there and says, "So, Jebediah, I think what they're saying is somebody may have been cutting some fence line, and we know that's just not neighborly." The sheriff totally looks back at Enoch to take charge.
Yeah. And I think the next step that we're looking for here is to talk to the foreman and find out just what went on.
And Jebediah looks back at the other guy that was with him. He's like, "Where's my right hand man there today? Wasn't he taking some cows back to the back 40?" And the guy says, "Yeah, boss. He was gonna go on a 3-day ride to go get some of the cows we had grazing out in grazing lands and take them all out to the back 40. So he'll be gone for at least a week or two."
Convenient.
It's very convenient. So that settles that, and he slips the tool you handed over to him into his saddlebag. He says, "So am I hearing the words that you'd like to talk to my foreman once he's finished his duties?"
So,
yeah. I mean,
can I sense his intent or integrity? If he's full of shit or not?
In what regard?
Well, as far as like what he's saying, talking about the foreman and stuff, is he lying or is he telling the truth?
You gonna use your spell to see that, or are you using your skill?
Skill. It's what? Vigilance?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, look at you using the upgrade. Okay, got it all in there for you.
Alright. Vigilance. There we go. Alright. Damn.
As he could be telling the truth, he could be lying, you don't know. This guy, he is really good at what he does. And you take a point of strain as you're trying not to stare too intently at him.
There's not really a reason for him to lie about this specifically. It makes sense if you're going to have someone commit a crime, then do something that they're going to do anyway and take them out of the equation for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And he just looks up over at Enoch, kind of glances past everybody else, and he's like, "So, are we good here, or do you need to water your horses?" As he says,
as long as he's offering, I think that we should water the horses.
It was a long ride.
It was, and give us an opportunity to talk to them. Like as much as there's triple sixes everywhere, and Enoch doesn't see the darkness that comes out of all these guys spell wise, and so touching base with them is probably not the worst idea.
Yeah, and I haven't had a chance to tell anybody yet because we're like right here up close.
Yep.
And they'll definitely maintain their closeness to you, but they make sure to like flank from behind. And he kind of gets in pace between Enoch and the sheriff, and basically drives you guys along to where the watering troughs are next to the well. And he says, "Come on and water those horses for a while. And tell me about, have you solved the mystery of where the preacher man's gone?"
Yeah,
And the
he got the
sheriff,
hell out of Dodge.
Sheriff just gives a
I heard
nonchalant.
that, that he just up and went off. Probably because I heard he's been up to some shenanigans, and there, Bill was coming due.
Well, he disappeared the same night that the late troubles happened in the town, right? That was the same night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the same night, a lot of plot threads were all pulled at once.
Exactly.
So, Katie, do me a favor and give me a deception roll.
Didn't say any lies, but...
Oh, yes, you did.
Oh, please.
You know what
You're
happened
withholding
to
details.
him?
Comes due.
You were there when he was taken out of the equation.
Just, he paid his... He
On top
had
of that, you had a personal grudge against him.
He had a bill to pay. Bill come due. All right. You ready?
Yep. Go ahead and take 2 points of strain. As Jebediah kind of points over at Katie and says, "See, Sheriff, now there's a reason why you need to investigate the preacher man's disappearance. People be acting mighty strange about, their opinions on the preacher man. Having issues with his good charitable works of feeding the hungry and making sure to take care of those that need medical attention. Not making sure that anyone is left out."
Yeah.
And
needs all the souls he can get.
Apparently Scott may have been disconnected.
Yes.
Yep, I'm back.
Okay. As he points kind of an accusatory finger towards Katie there, of like, maybe the sheriff should be staying in town and talking to more people that have strong opinions, like proud Katie over here. And he smiles a smug smile. as he puts both hands on his coat and holding the lapel of his coat, kind of smiling.
So while he's distracted talking between Katie and the sheriff, I move over and I'm helping Enoch with his horse and that, and I kind of lean in quietly and tell him that, definitely some foul presence afoot. That what's his nuts there definitely emits a unsettling aura, along with the pendant at the bottom of the pocket watch and the land in general. So,
And who is it that you're trying to whisper this to?
Enoch, as he's talking to the sheriff and focused on sheriff and Katie, I'm over like I'm helping him with his horse and telling Enoch.
Okay, I'm giving you blue dice. Do me a favor and give me a stealth or deception.
Alrighty. Oh, definitely, I know we're not going deception because that's definitely not a social skill he has.
Oh, come on. You could totally lie.
All right, ready?
Yep. Okay. Another point of strain, but you're managing to tell Enoch the whole skinny without anybody looking like they've overheard anything. You know, Jebediah is totally pointing out to his guys what he wants them to go do, but oh, did I get kicked off just now?
No, I hear you.
Okay. As he's basically gesturing to the extra bodies on the ranch to go make themselves scarce with busy work, except for the 6 of them that are surrounding you guys.
Okay.
And he just looks kind of non-committal of, so what exactly are you implying here? As he totally pulls out a big breaking bar.
So how many of them have left now?
So now on the ranch, you only have the group of him plus 6 guys surrounding you. Everybody else has made themselves pretty scarce as you're watering the horses.
I think that he's had a lot of the momentum in the dialogue so far.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I want to do is I want to try and flip it. And this is my character being better at talking than I am. No, so I want trailing off the conversation about the creature and specifically that what might have happened to him. I want to be like, no, our group was busy making sure that that everyone was safe. They were working with me, and I want to use my leadership to kind of rally the conversation back in our favor.
Okay,
And
so
the goal of this is to kind of knock him off and see how he responds.
okay, so by in your favor, what topic are you talking about?
Well, specifically, he's doing real well at trying to draw the sheriff's attention to investigating the priest, but I want to reinforce the quality of the people that I work with, and be like, listen, there are important things to investigate, and there are a lot of things that we need to go back into. But right now, we're dealing with this, and taking snipes at the people that are working with me are not, going to work.
Okay. So he basically, lets you kind of change the subject around as he's just like, I don't seem to know what you're talking about there. I mean, my foreman will totally come into town and he kind of looks back at his buddy and says, how long did you say it could get to camp on that side of the property? And he's like, about 3 days, give or take. And His guy says that, kind of spits after saying it, classic cowboy style. And Jebediah says, I could have my man there by the end of the week if you'd like, Sheriff. And you totally sense the sheriff is getting ready to like cave at this point, by the way. Because he's just like, that's good. That's good. That's all I needed to hear.
Then I know what I'd like to do is I would like to roll leadership to help the sheriff not like to help him.
Like a backbone?
Yes, because
Okay.
I'll be completely honest. Enoch is a little bit lost on what to do, but if the sheriff was properly motivated,
Is there any way I can make him react to him being evil, or show other people that he's like possessed or evil?
Ask him about his watch, maybe.
I mean, yeah, there's not really. I mean, like, are you talking about a spell or using a skill?
Probably a spell.
Detect magic. Detect evil.
Well, can I have other people see my detect evil?
I mean, if you want to add the extra purples, sure.
Is that Arcana or Primal or Divine?
You could use any of the three. All have access to utility.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do a Primal.
Okay, so look at you flipping the upgrade. Give me those delicious story points.
And since I know that watch is evil, I'm gonna try and get it to glow worse. Do I get a blue for that?
Well, that wouldn't assist you in using the spell to cast it first. So first you want to cast the utility spell. So you're wanting to include multiple people, and you're doing it at short range because you guys are spread out, right?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, now is there anyone you're
Okay.
including besides the party?
No. Well, the sheriff.
Okay. So if you succeed on the
And
roll...
actually, I care more about the sheriff than anyone else in the party.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the sheriff is like number one that you're going to do your mojo with. So
Right.
go ahead.
And will salt help detect evil?
Not particularly.
No. What would help detect evil?
Nothing that you probably have on you at this exact moment.
Okay.
Unless you want to start getting into the medicine bag and, going full on ritual with this.
Now, we'll just try this.
Okay, go ahead and give me your magic skill. And for every 2 advantages, you can have another person, extend the senses to them. And it's your primal. And you primal the shit out of that skill. So, immediately, what does it look like when you cast this primal spell, by the way?
Big red stuff comes out of whatever's evil, and it shows how evil he is. Can I convert successes to advantages?
No. Damn. Go ahead.
Can I include other people for successes rather than advantages?
No, it's got to be advantages for additional people.
But successes are better.
Well, successes mean more success. It's a crystal clear image that you're basically casting on the sheriff to see evil right now. And what I just rolled was his discipline check to see if he freaked the fuck out, because all of a sudden he is clearly seeing the watch is blasting an aura of evil, and the dude in general has got this evil aura that is palatable evil. I mean, you can taste the evil. And immediately when you cast this spell, what does it look like when you cast the spell?
Well, like I said, he's like covered in red flames, red and black flames, and the watch has this, just evil aura to it.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I mean, when you are doing the spell, are you doing are you waving your hands? Are you saying words?
I'm just closing my eyes and mumbling.
Okay. So you close your eyes, you mumble, you focus on the sheriff, and immediately you guys all kind of see the sheriff's hand kind of goes right to his scattergun. He doesn't pull it, but his hand is on the scattergun. And the sheriff just looks over at Jebediah and says, Jebediah, are you feeling all right? And he kind of reaches up and loosens his little bolo tie he wears and kind of nonchalantly coughs with his left hand as that right hand is on the scattergun but not gripping it. He says, now that I think about it, don't you and the preacher go way back? And Jebediah kind of nonchalantly rubs his hands up and down his lapel of his coat and says, why, yes. It was because of my dear wife's influence that the church was able to get him out here so quick.
What was the name?
What do you imply?
What was the name of that brotherhood or something that I overheard about? One that satanic group.
Are you gonna
name remember?
drop?
No. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna name drop right now, but I can't remember the name of that.
Was it like the
Brotherhood of
the Brimstone Brotherhood or something like that?
Yeah. Was that it? Brimstone Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Does somebody smell that? I'm getting a whiff of brimstone.
Ooh, look at you being all subtle and shit.
Yeah, Katie is oh so subtle. She's as subtle as a lead weight.
She's winking at us with one eye, all wink. Comedy style, like brimstone, get it? Wink.
Wink.
Nudge.
So everybody, when she says that, there's this tense moment of Western style eyeballs start squinting and shooting at each other and all at once. Everybody go ahead and roll vigilance.
Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me. I've got a cat in my arms. So okay.
This is
combat vigilance.
Combat vigilance, and I'm not sure
Jim,
what metaphor she means. Can you
roll it for me? He is literally. Oh my god, I am getting captured.
I'll roll it for you.
Thank you. He has got both my arms pinned. And since he's been a sickie, I don't wanna.
I'm used to looking at the NPC pages. Where's the combat one? It's on the second page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's a little slower on the uptake since she's the one kind of throwing the little sparks around.
She's just a little out of sorts. As I'm about to let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to goad them, but she's not paying attention to the responses from goading them.
Come on, squeaker.
She's too busy winking.
Right?
No, the cat is an agent of evil. It's keeping you from fighting the bad guy.
Right?
He's got both arms pinned and is pressing his butt into my neck.
Evil.
In case you didn't
God,
see
bite.
my owie, here it is. Okay, so
Shall not fight them.
it almost sorted it correctly. Almost. So immediately when Katie pops off with the brimstone comment, immediately everybody shoots eyeballs at each other. And you know there's this moment where people are reaching to pull iron out of pigskin. Pigskin. Sorry. Pulling iron from.
Does that include the henchmen? Do they know?
Yeah, everybody is on the same message right now, and everybody's reaching for weapons. So who's gonna go first is the question.
Can I shoot him?
Who are you shooting?
It's obvious he's going for his gun though, right?
Not Jebediah. Everyone but him is pulling, iron from their holsters.
Okay, so the guy next to Jebediah, is he going for his gun?
This guy, yep. This guy's going for his gun too. They all have this unspoken message.
Okay. Can somebody flip a light side point for me, please? And Jim,
Yes.
can you do my Arcana so I can fire on him? And I'm using magic bullet, basically.
Okay, so which one are you shooting at?
The one right next to
this one?
the one that's going to be drawing.
Okay, sweetie, are you looking at your map?
Yes, the one that you first
this
pinned.
One?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is that the one that was drawing? I could have sort of. Ow, cat. Ooh.
Kelly,
Ow.
look at your screen. Look at your screen.
I am.
This one is going to be drawing, and this one is going to be drawing. They're all drawing, basically.
Okay, then the one right next to that one, that last
this one.
Squeaker,
okay.
Come on. Sorry, the cat's being.
Yes, you're saying Squeaker, come on. I'm saying Kelly, come on.
I know. The one, yeah.
That's Jebediah.
Yeah, the one literally to the left of him.
Sorry, on my screen it looks like Sam is pinging nonstop on Jebediah.
Sam is. That one, yes.
Okay, and are you using the magic bullet, or are you using just the regular gun?
Magic bullet.
Okay, look at her going with all the special effects. Did somebody hit a light side?
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll clear my pool and
Want
just
to put
use
the fear
Katie's
of God
pool.
into him.
And you're doing free fire. Putting the fear of God into him. You're just going to gun a man down. Even though they're all drawing for guns right now. Let's see if Katie's character sheet works correctly.
Well, it is the last session, so ride it like we stole it.
Jeebus.
See where I put all my points into, I take it.
So you're going to be shooting him for 5 points of damage with 3 advantage. What are you using those advantage for? He will survive the 5 points of damage.
And plus he's got the fire damage.
If you use those 3 advantage for a crit, I can tell you he will not survive it.
Yep, crit. Crit the motherfucker.
She immediately uses the magic bullet. Her gun glows, and she shoots the fucker down.
And I'm gonna say, y'all best settle down before I get real serious.
Holy shit! She murders a guy before he can pull his gun out, and get some good smack talk there.
Like, yeah, you're all drawing. Best settle down before I get real serious.
And you good with where you're standing?
Yeah. I mean,
You want to back up so all the baddies are to your front and not your sides?
well, okay. Can you move me back a couple spaces so I have better angle on the guys on the other side of the
As she clicks her horse
carriage?
to step back. Let me make sure you're not out
Yeah.
of range. Okay, let's move one. Right there, keeps them all within range, except for these guys. But I think the sheriff might shoot those guys. Okay, so she fires off a round and shoots the guy right out of his saddle. His body hits the floor. Boss makes a gasp sound. The sheriff kind of nods at Katie because he saw everybody drawing their guns. Of course, the gunslinger gets the first fucking shot off. And
and hopefully they take it to heart and stop drawing.
And immediately Jebediah starts to, grab his pocket watch again and starts to say some mojo.
Somebody got an interrupt?
Oh, would help if I add a purple there.
I'm gonna work on it. Well, I can't interrupt, but
you can interrupt them by kicking them.
I got it.
Well, you're doing something. We gotta attack. It's not our turn, so.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he went on NPC. I thought we're next.
There was one of you, and then there was one of them.
Right. I thought that was him doing something with his watch.
Yeah, he's doing something with his watch.
Okay, so now it's back to our turn, right?
Well, once he's done casting the spell.
Oh.
Right, he's casting a spell, so.
So I'm just going to put that little icon there, and the sheriff, looks away from him for a second, because for those with the magic senses, he just puts some kind of magical barrier up for himself for a little protection. And seemed to have been successful, as the sheriff is obviously reacting to the weirdness he's doing, and the little black with red veins stone on his pocket watch is now throbbing with evil intent and energy. Ooh. So who's going next? And he basically says, "Gun them all down, boys. The jig is up." And they're like, even the sheriff? Even the sheriff? We're done with this troublesome mayor.
I'm going next.
You sure? Because I can disarm potentially.
I think I can blow them all up.
Oh, that you can blow all what?
Since I'm a little bit better now, I got this thing called Smite.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, Sphere of Destruction.
Thank God they're all spread out.
Yeah, when the spell is cast, a sphere appears on the target and expands to consume everything it can. So do I actually have to hit a target, or can I hit a square?
You can pick a square as your target.
Okay. If the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the caster's skill base, which is 4, plus 1 for each success. The attack also has a blast rating equal to the caster's divine knowledge skill, which is 4.
Okay, so just so you see, the only two that are next to each other are these guys over here.
Well, yeah, but blast 4 means it goes 4 squares, right?
No, that's the damage.
That's the damage it does to anyone that's adjacent to the person you're hitting.
Oh, never mind.
Do you want to let Sam go next then?
Let me undo that and let Sam go.
Okay, so Sam's riding his horse up against where the dude is.
Can you give us back that story point?
I guess. Like, holy hell, you're down to 1? How did that happen?
Right?
So Sam's riding up on him.
I move up and swing at him to hit him, and depending on the roll, I may be able to disarm him. Boop, 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 ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doo. So let's do. All right. So yeah. So martial weapon master. Well, I'm just looking at all my stuff again, real quick. All right. So looks like we're good. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna whack away with the bow staff, or the still sheathed, just the staff itself right now. And that is wait.
You
That
succeeded,
sucks.
but you also.
Yeah, I just noticed at first. I just looked and saw it. I had the success. I didn't see the despair. Actually, I think popped up delayed on me when I looked.
Because it's full of evil.
Right.
But
So
you did succeed.
yeah, so I hit him for 5, 6, 7 prior to the soak, and sucks. I need one more damn advantage.
You should have had a blue from previous rolls, from previous advantages.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to clear the pool, I'll roll one, I guess.
What blue are we talking about?
We built up a couple of blues from having rolled advantages previously.
But that was before we started fighting.
Yeah, but I want another blue.
He didn't have anybody near him, right? No. All right.
Nope. He does. He's got the horse with the dead guy on the ground.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Not the kind of person you were looking for.
No, I need somebody living. I can't disarm him. I need 2 advantage to disarm him, unfortunately. But 7 points, and I will take a strain back, I guess.
Just a strain, huh?
And then whatever crap I brought upon us. Okay.
So
It gets all kinds of triumphs. I get despairs. What the hell?
you swing your weapon at him, and then there's this crack as he has some kind of evil force field around him, and your weapon still manages to pierce it and hit him a little. And the
Okay.
second you do, his eyes kind of flare and his little pocket watch flares, and I'm gonna say your weapon is flung out of your hands.
Rude.
Okay. All
and
right.
basically lands on the ground a little distance away from you.
And he
As
thinks that affects me.
What? That was just part of his magic protection he's using.
No, I get it, but you say that like I'm supposed to be worried and really affect me. But that's okay. I'm a martial artist. I don't need no stick.
So that brings us to these 2 NPCs.
Yep.
So both of them are totally going to pull their pistols out, and they were going to totally shoot Enoch because he mentioned the mayor. That was his code word.
They're gonna shoot me.
Instead, they're going to shoot. One is going to shoot Katie, and the other is going to shoot Sam.
Okay.
Because they have both directly gone after their boss. So, first bad guy is gonna... And by the way, the two that followed him totally have rifles on them. As first shot going after Katie. Let me make sure I got some difficulty here. Wow, everybody's within short distance, aren't they? Guns suck at this distance. I was totally waiting for somebody to hit a point, but apparently not.
Sorry, I'm distracted by cat.
Okay,
Wow,
so the first
don't
one's
have
gonna
many.
shoot at Katie. And totally zing... Wait a minute, why is there a red there?
Because I'm fucking intimidating, that's why.
Do you have any range defense, by the way?
Hold on, let me have an arm. Oh, I know, cat. Hold on. Oh, stop.
Kill her, cat. She's moving.
No, it doesn't say I do.
Okay, I didn't think you did. I just figured I'd ask. So here comes the Winchester shot at Katie. Ooh, which will hit for 8 points and a crit. Because if I got the 3 advantage, I might as well use it. Do you need me to roll it, or do you got it?
Huh?
Do you need me to put it on your character sheet, or you got it?
Hold on. I can... Okay, so that's 4 wounds, because my soak is 4, right? And where do I roll the crit?
On your character, on the combat tab.
Combat tab.
And do you have any range defense there, Sam? Minus your staff.
Okay, so where on the weapons tab do I roll for the crit?
So go to
or do I go to
critical
critical injuries
injuries?
tab?
Yep, critical injuries tab.
Okay, so then...
And then just hit the big red button.
Alright, here goes. Roll low!
Ooh,
that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. As you just got shot by a rifle and you're just like, just one setback dice. It's just a mild setback. And, David, I'm not sure if you're muted or not. Do you have any range defense?
I do. I have 1.
Even without your weapon?
Yep, my robes.
Ah.
My robes make it hard to shoot and hit because it's hard to tell where body, clothes, all that is.
You're all
I actually have
flowy shit.
With the weapon and stuff, I have 2 defense.
Ooh.
Bam.
But apparently your robes are not flowy enough. As you get shot for 8 points and a crit.
Ouch.
Come on, kitty, let's go. Come on.
And
Katie's getting serious.
We're going down on this one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I was already down to 10. All right.
Oddly enough, half the group is going down and the other half of the group is going up.
I know.
Come on. Go see Daddy.
That hurts. Let's see what my crit is here.
So, y'all just saw one of his group get murdered in their saddle. He did some mojo, and these 2 guys pretty much, you realize they go on the same turn, and they both shot 2 of your more aggressive party members.
Yeah.
Who's going next? And yes, the sheriff's totally going last. Because he's an old timer.
It's just me, right?
Nope, you and Brian. No, that's, you and Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll go. Okay. I'm going to use Scathing Tirade.
Ooh, fighting with words.
Yeah, words.
That's a 2 purple, isn't it?
Check. Needs to be 2 purple.
And who are you scathing?
I'm going to get the Jebediah first of all, but I need the successes first. So let's see.
And then you can potentially expand, right?
Yeah. Whenever you're, are you ready?
Yep, I got the 2 purple in there for you.
Nice.
That's a goal.
That is a good roll. Okay. It's much more difficult doing this on the phone. So for every success, it means that I can target an enemy, and I have 3 successes, right?
Yep.
It's
like, where was that initiative roll earlier?
So, Jebediah and the 2 closest gunslingers.
Okay, so all 3 of these.
And for each advantage, one enemy affected by scathing tirade gets an additional strain. I'm going to on to Jebediah.
Okay, so how much strain is he taking?
1 for the success, and then I have two advantages, right?
Yep. So 3 strain total?
3 strain total for him, 1 strain for the...
Yeah, so you bumped a vigilance initiative roll. I don't think you noticed that. And you rolled 7 successes and an and a triumph.
I think that's the best initiative roll I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, 7 advantages or success and a triumph on your inadvertent. Yeah, on your inadvertent initiative vigilance roll.
Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. Excellent.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's... So you got to take that 7 out there, Jim, because I mean, unless you want to give it to us, he's rebolstered by his.
Apparently, that's the sheriff, and the sheriff is all powered up. Oh, hi, Squeaker. Now the cat is attacking me. She sent him as a weapon.
I sent him. I did. I sent him to you.
She has a cat familiar. She's a witch. Okay, so you use your words, and basically it weakens both of the gents, and more importantly, it weakens, him, because on top of his spell, you losing more strain is a potent thing, especially since he needs to maintain that spell.
Yep.
Okay, so Brian, what are you gonna do? Any second.
I am going to entangle him in his own chains of sin.
Ooh.
That sounds spiffy.
White glowing chains appear around the target, squeezing and restricting them. If the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the caster's spell base, which is 4 plus 1 for each success. The attack also has ensnare rating equal to the caster's divine knowledge skill, which is also 4.
Ooh, damn. And just remember, you need 2 advantage to do the entangle. What's the difficulty of the spell?
2 purple.
Ooh, that's a dangerous one. And it's good at short range, right? Cat, I need that.
It doesn't say.
Okay.
I've got.
So is that an extra purple?
No, it's only if it's outside short range would be an extra purple. He's just inside short range. So you're positioned quite nicely.
Let's make sure it works.
Okay, I've got the upgrade in there for you.
And I take a little silver chain out of my pouch.
Okay, take your 2 strain and cast your spell.
Well, I get an extra blue.
Because it's all about the cool items. Got your blue and your upgrade in there.
Okay.
Damn!
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the ensnare is going to happen.
So it's 7 damage. You said the ensnare has 2?
For 2 advantage to cast the ensnare, yeah.
Okay, so ensnare 4 works. That leaves me 3 more, and I think that's a crit, right?
Does the spell have a crit rating?
None of the spells have crit ratings. I'm looking at the Zinnier, this Guide of Magic.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to crit, I'll let you crit on that for 3 advantage.
Okay.
Oh man.
If I get to choose my crit, I'd like him to fall off his horse.
Well, that's a different thing entirely. So there's crit,
Oh, okay, that would have been
or
a triumph.
there's knock him over.
Well, you could use 3 advantage to have him like fall off, or you
But
could crit.
But you're ensnaring him, so
Right.
Yeah,
so
true.
I'm ensnaring his arms, and he's falling off the horse.
So you want him to fall off the horse then? I mean, I'm not going to let it kill him then if you're pulling him off, because you're pulling him onto the ground.
I remember several characters that died falling off of horses.
Yes, but we don't want to kill the big bad in such a lame way.
Oh,
Right.
yes, we do.
I mean, and he's in a force field too at the moment too.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Let's just do the crit.
Okay, crit it is. We can let him go out like a punk. He needs to be royally beat down by all of you. Oh no, he is slowed down. And he has entangled 4, right?
Yeah.
Oof, that's gonna suck. That's
So,
how
and
many
it
rounds
costs
he...
me 2 strength. What?
That royally sucks, being entangled.
It does.
Okay, so, bottom of the order. All those cowboys are going now. This cowboy is so sad that his partner is gone.
Yeah.
Does bottom of the order include the sheriff?
It does, after
Sheriff's
these
already
guys.
gone.
No, the sheriff hasn't gone yet.
No.
Oh, right.
So that poor guy is going to have to shoot at medium range to shoot Katie. But he'll do it. Where's my cowboy? I got too many character sheets on my screen here. He is a cowboy of 1. And he's going to shoot Katie. Even though he's heard things, he's going to shoot Katie. Oh shit, his Colt revolver is only good at short range. So in fact, he is not going to aim. He's going to have to move closer to Katie. I think that's going to put him in range. The cowboy is going to shoot Katie because he thinks he can finish her off. Nope, ignore that threat because I forgot to take the extra purple out. Because he's only at short range now. So he shoots at Katie and misses by a mile. I heard her laugh, so she must be muted.
Yeah, I was muted. But
And these 2 guys are going to totally shoot at the sheriff. And since one of them didn't move, they are going to aim with the royal they. Come on, do enough damage to kill the sheriff.
No.
As the sheriff is shot, he is not, of course, dead because they suck. As he has only had to take 3 wounds. Okay, so these 2 whippersnappers shoot at the sheriff, and the sheriff is going to shoot back at them with his scatter gun.
Who shot the sheriff?
The 2 over here.
Yeah, but they haven't shot the deputy yet.
Right?
And the sheriff
Oh,
will basically blast both of them and use the blast effect on his shotgun.
Nice.
Come on, Sheriff.
But these guys shot the deputies.
And
So I
with
got
blast, one of them dies.
Nice.
Okay. Top of the order, the sheriff is. You hear him crack that shotgun to reload. Because unfortunately, he gave him both barrels. So
how's one done?
he got to reload. So who's going first? This guy's on the
I gotta
ground.
go away from the computer for a bit.
I'm sorry, what?
Scott said he has to go away from the computer for a bit.
Oh, okay. Well, if nobody objects, I mean, I could really
if you
use some
want to go
healing. I'm
next,
down to 4.
Oh.
Well, I'm down to 4 hit points. So
so am I.
are you?
Yep.
I mean, these guys got Winchesters.
Why am I
Those
only
hurt.
down to 4? I only took. No, I'm sorry.
Sweetheart,
Scratch that.
you're going the
I have-
wrong direction.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong direction.
You've taken 4 strain and 4 wounds.
Yeah, so I'm at 9 actually.
And don't forget to fix your strain too.
I already did take the 2 strain.
No, baby, if you look at your character, you've only taken 4. You're at 4 of 11. You've just like with your wounds, you're going the wrong direction.
Oh, okay.
You should be at like 7 instead of 4. There you go. Yes, I watch these things. I can't help but watch them. So who's going first?
All right. So yeah, if nobody has a huge complaint, I'll heal real quick. And it's, I forget, 2 strain, right, to cast a spell?
Yep, 2
Yeah.
strain to cast a spell.
Yeah.
And
is
it a 1 purple you're going for, or a 2 purple you're going for?
Just the 1 purple.
You're gonna make sure you succeed, huh?
Yeah, that's the hopes. Really, dude, for a heal.
I'm thinking there's some darkness in the field here.
Wow. How
That's
rude.
cold.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Damn, look at
that. Apparently your light chi can cut through the darkness.
that. So, if the spell is successful, the target heals 1 wound per uncancelled success and heals 1 strain per spent advantage. So, 2 and 2 and whatever the triumph does.
I'll give you full life for the triumph. I mean, it's a triumph.
Nice.
All right.
Triumph should do that for this type of thing.
I mean, I'm about to shoot you again, so I might as well let you heal up, right?
Yeah. Sweet. There we go. Like big aura of grace showers upon me.
What? And you
And
good with where you're at?
Nope. I'm gonna move here.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
basically engaged with both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so needless to say, this guy, he's going to let his horse whinny and take a step back from you.
Okay. And actually, so I'm not on a horse. I was standing because I said I'd gone over to talk to Potts to help him with his horse. So yeah, I'm not on a animal.
Okay. So the guy that Cowboy's back is totally going to shoot at Sam for encroaching upon his sovereignty.
Well, at least he had to move and can't tame now.
Yep.
And I do have a defense.
What's your defense at? Defense
1.
1? And he takes that Winchester. Tow!
Oh, shit.
So 9 points before soak.
Yep.
And he's going to impose a black die on you. And this guy... Oh, who's he going to shoot at? The guy that did the funny hand gestures and his boss fell out of the horse? He knows a cult. I'm thinking he's going to shoot at Brian. Brian, do you have any range defense, or are you even back yet?
I don't think he's back.
Mm-mm.
There's nothing worse than shooting a man when he's not there.
He knew the danger.
He does not have range defense.
Yes, sir. Shooting fools. Damn. Oh, it's terrible shooting a guy when he ain't there, but let me go ahead and use this story point. Oh, Jesus.
Fuck.
Yeah, no. I see how much guilt you have right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, nasty.
Right.
On the plus side, I think he can take it. And the guy will take that point of strain.
Gee. Wow. Hopefully he has some decent soak. Because I do not. That's one thing that sucks.
Oof. Oh, shit.
Does it kill him?
Did you kill him while he's gone? That's cold.
So he is currently at -2, by the way.
So 2 crits.
Ah.
Oh, I feel
It's all right.
bad.
2 crits isn't the worst. Like 2 crits is watch him roll like 100 and 110.
Right?
Jesus. Okay, so who's going next? As all kinds of shit just happened.
And we know who's not going next.
So Katie, Enoch, who's going?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll go.
You
Yeah,
gonna
I
murder
think
one of these two guys? Because they are the definite threat. This guy's
Yeah.
on the ground right now doing nothing.
I'll go for this guy.
The one that shot you once already?
Son of a bitch.
Because you totally know he's gonna shoot you next.
Yeah, I used the upgrade.
Okay.
Remember, you have to add an extra purple.
Why do I have to add an extra purple?
Because I add 1 setback dice to my next skill check.
it's one black, not purple.
Oh, there's a purple picture in the thingy. So yeah, so add a black die.
What is it you're doing?
I'm gonna shoot him.
No.
But
okay,
what
so
are you
you're
using
dual wielding. Are you
Arcana.
dual wielding?
Why would I? No, I'm not dual wielding. I'm just gonna use magic bullet on his ass.
Okay, so that's a 1 purple spell. That's where you're seeing the purple from.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna.
Okay.
I did a skill upgrade.
Yep.
Okay, Arcana this.
So go ahead and click that little dice in your spell, and it should work.
Yeah.
Damn, that will
Nice.
work. And what's the damage? It's 3 plus success, right? It says
Isn't
in
it
the words
gun
part.
base damage?
No,
Was
it's
she-
the spell. Read the spell's description. It says damage is skill, ranks, something, something, which should have a number of parentheses there.
Was she supposed to have 2 purple die or 1 purple die and a black die?
I was supposed to have a black die, I think.
No, you weren't. I bet you still have a purple dice on your character sheet. Yes, you do.
It's from my
No,
critical.
No, baby. Your character sheet, when I rolled for you, you had a purple dice on it you didn't take off. So what I'm looking for is on your spell, where it says, if the spell is successful, the target is hit with damage equal to your caster's spell. So it's 3 plus successes. So you did 5 points of damage. And you can crit with that if you want.
Oh, we're critting. He's dead.
Yeah.
I want him dead.
Okay,
He's
well
also too close to Sam.
He's not dead, but he'll take that crit. You shoot him and he's like, "So bitch! What kind of lead you shooting out of that
Did
pistol?"
I at least knock him off his horse?
Well, do you want to crit or do you want to knock him off his horse?
I want to knock him off his horse because then he'll die.
Shoot him off his horse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Falling damage is much worse.
I can tell you right now from the way you've seen him riding his horse, he will not die.
Fine, then I'll keep the crit.
Okay. I'm just letting you know because he's got Let's Ride, so he can fall off a horse without taking damage.
Ah, smart.
So which one did you shoot? This one?
That
or
one.
This one?
Yeah, no, this one.
The one over here.
Yes.
The one in front of her.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure.
The one that shot her as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit him with a sudden jolt. I sense a theme.
What does that do?
He can only act during the last initiative slot. Okay, so then comes the guy who's stuck in the ground. Let's remove one of those dots.
Wait, he should have had +10. Oh, no, never mind. It's a different guy.
Yeah, a different guy.
I just didn't want him attacking Sam. I mean, Sam.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Okay, so who's going next? So
I will.
Scott, we got some bad news for you.
If it's an active talent, does that mean it takes an action?
So Scott, we got bad news for you.
What?
This guy here shot you.
Oh.
For 11 points of damage before soak.
How much?
11.
Yeah.
And critted.
Ooh, I don't got 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Even with my soak.
Which means he basically shot you and critted, so roll a crit, and when you're at 0 hit points, you get another crit.
So roll 2 crits?
Yeah. And hopefully Sam will be on top of you any second to bring you back.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
He gets a goddamn 11 and poor Brian.
Well, that's just Brian's first roll. Holy shit!
Oh my god! Jesus!
Good thing this is our last game because we're going out with a bang.
All I've got to say is, Sam, you need to get over there and do some emergency medical treatment.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. I mean, Katie could always run over there and do a medicine check. There is that. Not that I, will do much, but you can try.
He got him in the strain, man.
That's rough.
Damn, double strain. So, ooh.
So
I got 3 green in medicine.
I can still do something though, right?
No, you're down. You're at 0.
Oh, okay.
So you're
the
basically
second
on the
crit was
ground
from
going.
hitting 0.
Well, then I don't have to worry about strain.
He's resting.
So who's gonna do what?
Dirt nap.
I don't have any ability to heal, so I'm going to continue my scathing tirade to anyone who will listen.
Come on, Enoch, you can totally do the medicine check. I know you got a bottle of something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bottle of old Granny's cure-all. What kind of difficulty do you need?
Can someone pop a story point for me, please?
Sure.
I mean, I can pop one, but you don't want the ones that I have access to.
We don't want you.
No.
And that's a 1 purple, right?
No,
Or
I
is
think
it
it's
2
average,
purple?
so it's 2 purple.
All right, cool. I got 2 purple and an upgrade in there for you.
All right, ready?
Yep. Damn.
2 success and 4 advantage.
Okay, that's good. 2 targets. It's going to be Jebediah and the one that shot Brian.
Keeping things interesting. This could be interesting. How much strain are we talking?
Jebediah's getting 5 points, and
shit.
the other guy's getting 1.
Well, that means Jebediah is definitely dropping his spell because maintaining that one more round going to do some bad things.
That's right. If you're going to talk shit, you got to talk good shit. You walk into my town.
He's dropping the mayor speech. All right, so Katie, that's you, right?
We've gone through everybody, even the sheriff.
Well, the sheriff's last.
Oh, she shot someone.
She shot somebody, so.
I shot the guy. I shot this guy.
Oh, it's Sam.
Remember,
Sam.
you have an extra. No, you have an extra because of Brian, who's out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I will be happy to shoot another motherfucker.
So, speaking of shooting a motherfucker, this guy is totally going to shoot you, Katie.
Let's hope he does as well as he did the last time.
Duck, dodge, dive.
Missed you little.
Duck, dodge, dive, duck, dodge, whatever.
Dodge. Duck, dodge.
Swing
dodge,
in your
duck,
saddle.
Dive, dip and dodge.
Right.
As his Colt goes kapow, and a round zings off over the in the air, giving the next one of them to go a blue dice, which is totally going to be the guys over here who are going to shoot at the sheriff. I'm going to shoot you, sheriff, and I'm going to aim because you killed my brother. How dare you kill my brother? Pow! And apparently, even with the blue,
Wow.
he's going to pass the next one of them to go a blue dice, which is probably going to be those guys if they're still alive next round. And then the sheriff is basically reloading for his maneuver. And he's going to take his shot. Pow! And needless to say, the sheriff cuts the guy in half.
Yay! Division!
Sheriff's doing his job.
Seriously. Yeah. The sheriff's doing a good job. I'm so glad we brought him.
I mean, the sheriff now has that classic Hollywood wound where there's just that bright red coming out of his shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, would have rather seen him to shoot one of the guys shooting really good, but that's all right.
Well, you know that if these cowboys were shooting at us, they would be 2 advantages, each one. Two triumphs every time.
Yeah, but these three yellow assholes are hurting.
Yeah, they're this guy's really hurting.
No, they're hurting us.
Oh.
We haven't hurt them enough.
Okay, so who's going at the top of the order here? I mean, someone should totally murder this guy.
Well, that would be nice, but well, go for it, I guess. I mean, I can't take another hit, but
if you
crit is gone now,
I was gonna
right?
say,
Because it was only for the one. It said only one.
yeah, the effects are gone at this point, but you still have a crit.
Okay, so, but it's not going to do anything because.
No, it doesn't affect your roll anymore.
Okay. All right.
So Kelly, I would totally have a suggestion for you.
Heal him, but I've only got 3 green in medical.
Oh no! Heck with healing him. My suggestion would be to dual wield your pistols. Oh, they're both short range. So you don't have to get closer. Actually, I think you're in short range of that guy.
I was going to say.
Dual wield your pistols and shoot both of these assholes.
I can do that.
Yeah. Do it all cool.
You are a gunslinger. Could be do some cool gunslinging shit.
To make sure that it's a little. Oh, wait a minute. How come my sync is not correct? Sorry.
No, you're fine. Use the point. This is a cool time to use the point.
Okay, I'm using the point if you guys don't mind.
So you're seeing Katie pull both her pistols out, and who's going to be your first shot? Who is your second shot?
I'm a lefty, so it's him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your roll. If you get 2 advantage, you get to shoot the other guy.
Blam blam.
So roll either one of your 2 pistols on your weapon page.
Yeah, I'm going switching.
Roll high. Roll high. Lots of advantage. Roll some triumphs. Do it for Brian.
Okay.
Do it for brains.
Holy shit.
Yeah! Awesome!
Dang, yo.
That's a lot, yellow. Holy shit.
Okay, so you could dual wield and crit.
Okay, I'm dual wield, critting on that guy, and are you ready for the next one? Tell me that should have killed him.
Both weapons do the same damage.
Oh, okay, so there you go.
So I can tell you for a fact, just shooting that guy with your other pistol, with your offhand, killed him, so you don't have to use anything more than the 2 advantage for that shot.
Now, this guy's already taking damage.
This guy takes your bullet and still is barely alive. He is swaying in the saddle. He's got great soak. He's got a soak of 5.
Jesus Christ.
They're tanks. You have 3 advantage.
They're not standard. They're
wait, no. You have Pierce 2 on that shot.
Yeah, I do.
Never mind. Yes, that did count as a kill.
Awesome.
Your Pierce 2 was enough to bring it over. I totally forgot you had Pierce 2 on that gun. So that still gives you 3 advantage left.
Do
you want to get some strain back?
Yeah.
Or give your teammate a free maneuver. As Katie went, bam, and both people fall out of their saddles.
You know what? I'm going to give the next person a free maneuver.
Well, you give them a free maneuver now, but who are you going to give it to?
I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
Would you prefer I give it to Tina?
No.
has the great distraction of seeing them fall out of their saddles.
Oh,
Sam ninja runs over to poor
and can I
Brian's
move?
side. Yeah, you still have your maneuver.
Now
Ooh,
both
look
of
at you
these
being
guys are in short range.
Okay, so we're ticking off. Immediately, we notice the cool magical effects going on over on the ground here immediately dissipate because he can't afford that strain loss.
Oh.
Bye-bye, magic protection.
And he's still being groped by the grass or whatever it is that the spell was.
Yep.
All right.
And holy shit. This guy is going to go ahead and Katie or the sheriff. He's going to shoot Katie. She just took out 2 guys with 1 shot. And you know what? He's going to aim and do one of those things. As he's just like, I always wanted to kill me a gunslinger. And when I shoot Katie and I hang up her pistols on my prize peg, I'm going to be a hero to the people.
Hero
And
to
Oh,
demons.
boy.
yada, yada, yada.
Wow.
And the guy with the crit is dead. And you have no range defense, right?
No.
And you know what? For his maneuver, he is gonna throw his Winchester down, looks at you, and you totally hear the and it snaps to his eyes in a squint, and it snaps to your eyes in a squint. And he's going to use his maneuver to pull his weapons. Because with quick draw, he can use a maneuver for one and a quick draw for the other.
I have quick draw.
So I need to add an extra purple. 2 purple. So that means he's not aiming.
He's getting all fancy, gonna take you out with same weapons.
Yep, he's going to dual wield you with his Colt Army pistols. Shit! So,
Yeah.
Katie, his first pistol's going to hit you for 5 points before soak.
So that's 1. Okay.
And then his second pistol's going to hit you for 5 points plus soak.
Okay. All right.
Only taking 2 points out of that whole attack. And roll me a crit.
Wait, how many advantage does he need for that second shot?
It's 2 for the second
2.
shot, so he has
Okay,
3
and 3
left
for the
over
crit.
for the crit. Oh,
Yep.
shit. No, he does not. That's a crit 4 weapon. Shit. He cannot crit.
So, no crit.
No crit.
Yay!
Oh, damn. Damn you, Colts.
Nice
So you
try,
know
though.
what? He's going to go ahead and he'll take that as a maneuver.
And run his candy ass away from me?
And run his candy ass away from you.
I know your name.
Seeing as his
Got
shots
you in
were
my book.
basically... He grazed each of your arms and he's like, ah, shit. Yeah, yeah, Bucket, yeah. And he goes running off.
Yeah.
He's
So
just setting
who's
up a meal
going
for later.
next?
All right. Well, let's see if we can do this.
What's the dice pool I need to give you?
And remember, you got 3, you get, because I gave you the 3.
The
So I
upgrade?
did. I took the maneuver.
Okay.
That's how
You
I'm
took the
already ahead
maneuver,
of
yeah.
All right, good.
All right. So, is he considered incapacitated or is he considered dead?
He is considered dead.
He's dead, Jim. Okay, so he
So-
died. Okay, so it's going to be 4 purple, and I put in an upgrade.
Is he dead?
Well, yeah, technically, for the spell, what does it say?
Well, so the one spell says if the spell is successful, the target heals. Let's see here. So, Bane of
Because he's not
Morpheus.
dead. So
He's
if
only
Revive.
mostly dead.
if
It says
the term
revive
is dead,
incapacitated.
okay,
The Spirit Strive is a resurrection. So
so he
using
doesn't
the
need a
chant that
resurrection
sounds
yet.
very much like a stereo instructions. The recently deceased is compelled back to life.
Okay, so he's not dead yet. He didn't roll crit to die. So
Yeah,
So he's
yeah. So he's
incapacitated.
he's incapacitated. Yeah.
Okay, so
I love
3
the
purple.
Beetlejuice reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Love that.
Okay.
And I've got your upgrade, and I've got the black dice, so you can remove the little ninja face off of you.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Got that. All right, let's come back here. And we lay of hands, and wow.
What?
Holy moly!
Okay, if the spell is successful, the target heals 1 wound per uncancelled success and may heal 1 strain per advantage spent. Additionally, the caster may select a target that is incapacitated. If the target was incapacitated due to exceeding wounds or strain threshold and no longer are after the effects of the spell, then the target is no longer incapacitated.
So
Okay.
Brian is -2, by the way. So he's at
Okay, well.
+2 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since you
And
did
whatever
roll
the triumph will give me.
I was gonna say, do you want to use that triumph for full life? I'll give that to you.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, Brian, your eyes blast open as you are brought back from the happy hunting grounds.
Is it full life, or can you get rid of both my crits?
I will let you get rid of 1 crit or full life. Your choice.
I would go
Let's
with
do full life.
Yeah.
Okay. So
'cause
immediately
2 hit
you
points.
feel this positive energy just blast into your body, and you're now realizing that this chi stuff is pretty nice.
And then I have an aneurysm. All right. Well,
After all,
what am
that's
I
going to be
getting for-
another 2. So you have 2 strain, and then
Yep, man. Whatever you're giving me with the 3 dealy bobbies there.
we're gonna say that upgrade the difficulty to your next thing you do.
Ouch.
Yeah.
As your biofeedback is, you pumped all of your juju into him, and you're just like staggered.
All right. So I'm getting rid of that. And what's the red? Is that the upgrade?
That's going to be the upgrade on your next action.
Okay. So I'm there. All right. Okay. That was a lot of work.
And those NPCs are dead. And who's going next?
Okay,
I'll
so
go.
back to my question. If a talent is active, does that mean it needs an action?
Yes, it means you have to choose to do it. It'll tell you in the description if it's a maneuver or an action. Or an incidental. It could be an incidental too.
This one doesn't say.
What's the talent you're talking about?
Know its weakness.
What's it say in the description?
Once per session, you may spend a story point to have your Lore Master character increase the damage dealt by all allies' combat checks by the Lore Master's rank and knowledge supernatural, which is 4.
Ooh.
So it's
until the end of the Lore Master's next turn.
So it's the spending of the
The story point is the
point.
cost. So yeah, basically, you would click a story point and then
which we
you
don't
could use
have
that.
anymore. Never mind.
Yeah. So
Sam
it's
saved
not
you
an
with
action
it.
or maneuver. It's a cost of the point.
Basically, it's your lore master saying, "This is how you beat an occultist. Put a bullet between his eyes." And everyone
Yes, that
gets an
suddenly makes
upgrade.
more sense.
But he had a shield. So. All right. So what you going to do otherwise then?
Because it's Enoch or Brian to go next.
I'll let one of them go next.
You know, Brian. You guys totally want Brian to make this guy pass out.
Right.
I mean, out of character knowledge, he's down to only 2 strain left.
I figured.
He's
Berate
sweating
him
his
some
ass
more.
off on the ground.
Berate him some more.
That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna
Your mother
scathing
was
tirade him. And
a hamster, and your father smells of edible bitties.
that's right.
Oh,
Just
look,
let me know when you're ready.
you're back on the
Yeah,
board with story points.
he's gracing us with a new story point.
And it's 2 purple, right?
Yes.
All right, bring this to an end. Go for it.
That's not bad.
So how many
Nice,
strain we
3 and 3.
talking about?
So he's getting hit for 4 points of strain, and anyone else the 2 other people get 1.
Well, there's no other people there to do it to, unless you want to do it
Yeah,
to your
nobody else
people.
in range, so just him.
Then
So,
the other 2 points get lost because they have to be other targets, but he still takes 4.
so immediately you berate him and he's on the ground, and in classic cowboy, pulpy cowboy movie, he looks up, he sees the dust trail of the guy running off and the bodies of all the others, and he just gives out this gruntled noise and his head hits the ground as he passes out from 0 strain.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That means we can't kill him.
Why not?
Because he's passed out.
If anything, it makes it easier to kill him.
Yeah, but morally it's much worse.
Oh, yeah. Morally, what we do is we hang him in the town square as entertainment for everybody.
Yeah,
Damn.
the sheriff can arrest him and then we kill him. We need to
First off-
take his pocket watch, though.
Yeah, we need to take that pocket watch and destroy it.
Yep.
What pocket watch? So wait, you told me. That's fine.
And
Yeah, I
that's
told
how
you.
the mayor turns evil.
Yeah, the stone on the pocket watch. Yes.
So, to wrap it up, as we've gone over a lot, and Kelly's still awake, I'm surprised. The
Right.
sheriff
Barely.
will gladly arrest him and handcuff him and throw him in the back of the wagon. He'll send back his deputies, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to bury the dead here. And you guys head back to town.
I scoop up the pocket watch in a cloth and tuck it away. Yes.
Sam absconds with the jewelry.
Or the evil.
As you guys get back to jail and you have the old western, text starts scrolling up explaining the story that Jebediah ended up being the first of their cult to come out here, and it's discovered that there's about 6 other cult members in town, and he was single-handedly responsible for bringing out the preacher who was trying to corrupt the town, and the group was trying to slowly get rid of the widows who were keeping them in check. Unfortunately, all this action was causing the widows to have to get desperate. So instead of communicating with people, they were summoning a bunch of dead to go after these evil people trying to buy up the town. Because
evil with evil.
Unbeknownst to everybody, Brian's old tribe that was in this area buried magic relics to protect the area. And these guys were collecting those relics to use them for ill-gotten goods.
Good job.
Now the question is, what great things does Enoch the mayor do to make this town prosper now?
drinks on Tuesdays.
What?
Free Tequila Tuesday. And what does Katie do to protect the town once you guys discover all these stolen artifacts?
Oh, I call people out and killing.
Okay, Katie goes on a murdering spree of the rest of the cultists.
Right.
Yeah.
Every day you randomly hear a shouting match and then bam of her pistols and another cultist is dead. And what does Sam do to improve the community of Wyrmwood?
He first thing he does is he writes a very long full report to send back to the temple with all this shenanigans going on here, and just kind of the right hand man to Enoch and keeping an eye on evil in the city.
Yeah.
And you totally married the daughter of the tea shop's, place, right? So we have a sweet romance happen. You got to have the sweet romance, especially now that you're not an official monk.
Who said I'm not a monk?
But the monks can marry, see? You're in a new land, embrace new things.
Yeah, maybe.
And what does Brian do?
Well, properly take care of my ancestors' artifacts. And does it give me a clue on what happened to my folks?
Basically, it does wrap up that the land baron here and a few of the other members basically came through, and that's why Wyrmwood has been cursed. Is because they basically murdered your family.
Yeah, nice.
And when the shaman was the last member that they killed of your tribe, he cursed this land that they built Wyrmwood itself on.
Can I uncurse it since we've killed people?
Yeah,
time to move.
Especially with the relics of your people, these beautiful silver little totems, you use them to uncurse the land because you realize that the land is this land. And you know it's better to remember and not hate than to hate to not remember.
Oh,
and
yeah,
more
and I
importantly,
destroyed
Enoch
that
gets
artifact,
Tequila
by the way.
Tuesdays. You destroyed the pocket watch
Yeah.
because you find out the pocket watch contained a similar stone inside it as well as the one that hung off the key fob.
Yeah.
And when you guys come back and check out this rancher's place, you totally find notes between him and the priest. Because he sent for the priest and totally warned the priest that they're, and by priest I say air quotes priest, that the if he needed a cover, the local church group was building a church and sending out for a pastor, and it would be a perfect cover for him to come and corrupt the town from within. And in no time at all, you guys pacify and purify the town of Wyrmwood.
Yeah.
You might give the sheriff a raise, too.
Yes, you did very well. Oh. All right, guys.
And the sheriff and the mayor both win their next elections.
Right?
The sheriff is now a devout supporter of Enoch, and he keeps trying to convince Enoch there was an evil aura on the guy, and Enoch's like, what?
Yep. Sure.
He was surrounded by evil, Mayor. That's why we had to shoot him. And the whole time, poor Enoch is ignorant to the supernatural world, and the group likes it just like that.
Yeah, nobody helped him see anything, so.
So I take it we have a hanging.
Do you hang him? I mean, it's a
well,
western, so you can. But
huh?
It's a western, so I guess you can. But now it's a Clint Eastwood western and not a happy-go-lucky 50s western.
He's evil. He gets hung.
Yeah.
And the best part is you prove he's the mastermind, so everyone feels okay when he's sitting there strung up. And he looks at you all and says, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling cowboys. And the little mayor too.
I thought you were going to be like, death is just the beginning. We're like, oh no.
Right. Right.
And at that moment in some hellscape, the priest realizes that his, biggest supporter in Wyrmwood has just died.
Yeah.
Aw.
As he
Poor guy.
swears vengeance upon Brian for sending him to another dimension.
Right.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I am completely out of juice.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and thank you for sticking along to the very end.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job,
All right,
everybody.
Good night, guys.
All right,
Bye.
good night.
Okay, bye everyone. Hope you have fun with your next game.
Yep. And Scott, we will see you on Sunday.
You put a new game on for tomorrow. Am I in it?
No, there's no game on for tomorrow. The start for that one is going to be in 2 weeks, because Kelly and I have a friend's graduation party to go to on Saturday night.
Okay, same question. Am I in it?
I can double check, but I
Because I don't remember anything about it.
Okay, well, I'll check my notes and I'll let you know.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.